No, you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. Them bitches ain't gon' give it to you, right? I'd rather be your bitch.
Hi, I'm Zaria.
And I'm Maika.
And this is Calming the Chaos. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to our podcast channel. I'm just gonna add in, you can go on our social media to our Instagram at Calmingthechaos_22. Again, that is Calmingthechaos_22. And that is the same for our TikTok and anything else. But I know we have Facebook, but it's Calming the Chaos, no underscore, just the 22.
Mm-hmm.
So
also, we have our QR code. It's so much easier to just, right here.
Yeah.
Just scan the code using your phone camera. Super easy. It'll take you right to all our social media sites. So it was a good investment for sure.
And please tell your friends, like, comment, share, subscribe, please. We are trying to get a little bit bigger, and it's going up slowly but surely. But I'd like to see a little bit more and a little bit more commentary from you guys, because if you guys are watching, like, I would like to know, at least be like, say like your name and where you're watching from, so then we can like thank you guys personally,
or just say hi. If you should just say hi. Not me rhyming like Dr. Seuss.
Oh my gosh.
Green eggs and hams, and I am. Speaking of ham, how's your Thanksgiving?
I like what you did there, but yeah, I mean, it was good. I went to Brittany's mom's. It was good. We stayed there for like 2-ish hours. Wasn't planning on going to my aunt's, but we ended up stopping there, and that was fine, but we didn't leave until like 10, so we didn't get home till like 11 that night. And it's a 45-minute drive. I mean, not that long, but still long enough when you're tired and been eating all day.
Oh, you catch that itis?
Yeah, a little bit, but it was good. Wasn't
that itis will sneak up on you.
How was yours?
It was good. It was good. I got to see my mom and my brother, my mom's boyfriend, and we cooked. We made cabbage, ham, baked macaroni and cheese, homemade mashed potatoes, homemade apple pie, homemade banana bread, homemade banana pudding. What else? We made a lot. We made a lot.
And let me tell you, shout out to Maika's mom, because me and Brittany tore up that banana pudding. I'm expecting it for my birthday.
How you expect it for your birthday? I'd have to go home just for her to make it, just so I could come back.
Nah, she can put dry freeze, like, or whatever, in a box and just mail it.
I'm weak.
Or we could just take a road trip too, because that's okay.
Road trip to mama's. Like, mom just make us a nice big foil thing of it,
and we just gotta get spoons and just go at it.
For real. But yeah, we made a bunch, and it was all very delicious. Definitely caught the itis. Like, we slept after. And thing is, we ended up finishing cooking at like 10 a.m. And then people were telling me, like, that's what you do on Thanksgiving. I was like, why did I think differently? In my head, it's a Thanksgiving dinner, not like,
Well, because they start cooking early, especially I know like when I was growing up living with my grandmother, she would start cooking, like prepping it and like kind of cooking, getting everything almost halfway done-ish, like the night before, and then wake up at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning and like get the turkey ready, because that takes a while. So honestly, at least by noon, 1 o'clock, we were like eating.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I think if we want to talk about like starting traditions of our own, I think what I would want to do is have like a Thanksgiving breakfast first, and we all eat breakfast. We all, you know, spend time with each other, relax with each other, and
Watch
then
the
start cooking.
Macy's Day Parade.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you uncultured swine.
I am appalled. I'm the uncultured swine.
Yes, you have to like see it. Oh my god. They have a Christmas one, so you should watch that.
Remind me.
Okay.
But yeah, we had a good time. My brother's birthday is on November 30th, so I was able to see him before his birthday, and to give him his birthday gift, I got him an Oculus. Shit was expensive. Definitely put a little dent in my bank account, but you know what? It's for my baby. That's my baby.
Yeah.
So I love him. He's been doing good at school, y'all. He's on honor roll. I don't know what an ambassador of the school is, but he's one of those. And he's only in the 6th grade because he's so fucking smart. So he's doing his thing. He deserves to be rewarded. Sure.
Yes, the school is cool, kids.
Oh yeah, school is cool, I guess.
Why'd you?
I mean, it depends on your experience and who you have as friends, but if you keep your mind in the books,
yeah,
you ain't gotta worry about other people.
Don't be in the BS drama. Learn from us. Do not be in the BS drama.
I chose books instead of friends. And now I'm a staff accountant at an accounting firm with my bachelor's degree in both accounting and business. So,
okay, bitch.
And I got a bad friend now. So, look at me now, bitch.
That's all I have to offer is being a bad bitch because I literally have nothing else. Shit else going for me.
I believe I said this the last time. You've taught me a lot of life shit. Okay, look. There are differences. People who are street smart, people who are book smart. People who are street smart can learn to be book smart, but people who are book smart cannot learn to be street smart. I am book smart. You are street smart. So you could be a little bit of both if you really put your heart's content to it. I cannot. I am book smart, and street smarts and common sense just don't come to me like that. But you're helping me understand life just a little bit better. So
I mean, that's why I like having smart friends around because like Brittany's really smart. She was a valedictorian. I don't think I've ever told you that. Actually,
you did not. Okay, Brittany, I see you.
Yeah, she was, and
damn,
that tells you how smart she is, like right there. But I like having smart people around because like I bring like the realism and the streets to it, and they give me the hardcore facts where it's like, okay, I could think this way because it's by the book.
Mm-hmm. I try to think more of logistics, and like I try not to make everything an equation, but I'm like, we get from point A to point B in X amount of time. If we do this, and that 5/3, we'll be good. You know,
right?
Like I have a feeling
this is everybody's daily reminder to drink some water.
I have water somewhere. I should be drinking more water, but you know, maybe that's why I'm breaking out because I haven't been drinking too much water lately.
Girl, the breakout is real.
Anybody else out there breaking out right now? I feel like a fucking fish. The way how scaly my self is, and she keeps telling me, put lotion on. Bitch, I have been putting lotion on. It's not helping. I need medical help.
They have like lotion called Working Hands specifically for your hands and like dry crackness. You should probably try that.
I have to check it out. Some gotta work.
Yeah.
The way my hands be handing, I don't like it.
I know. I like this face cream that I use too. My aunt gave me this jar of like face cream because I told her my face gets like really dry, especially my nose. It's like the driest part of my body, honestly, and I don't even know why. No, like the tips of my nostrils or whatever, and like the little part in the middle, like that whole part usually gets like really dry and peely. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So I wish I mean, you can like the access that I use like on my face or whatever, because you're only supposed to use a tiny amount because it like really oils your face and stuff. So like the amount that I have like left over, I kind of rub on my hands and it works pretty well, but it's like a face cream. So
okay. Well, some gotta work, right?
yeah, and I'm also using this like 3-step face wash that I got, and it almost mimics Proactive, which I used back in the day in middle school when I first started getting acne, and it worked pretty well. So I'm using this and it is working, but I just gotta like keep up with it because I'm very like lazy, and it's easier to do it in the shower than to do it because like in the wintertime I kind of like to shower almost like every other day because of how dry my skin gets. Yeah. And like Brittany's almost the same way. So I need to get better at doing it just at the sink and sucking it up rather than always having to hop in the shower to be able to do it.
To like really scrub your face and all that.
Because you're supposed to use it 2 to 3 times a day.
Who has time to sit there at the sink?
That's why I mainly that's why I mainly only use it like once a day, because I really only have time at night, and in the morning I'm too tired because my first job starts at 7 a.m. and I got to be out the house no later than 6:40.
Yeah, nah.
So
yeah, we be stressed. We're stressed
today
out.
Pissed me off. We were supposed to have a guest, but we didn't have a guest today, and then I was supposed to get this like a king size mattress and bed frame, and that failed. My room, which is also going to be like our media room, once I get it all finished up, like it's coming together slowly but surely, but we finally got like a sofa couch in there, got an ottoman, have a nice rug. If people want me, I am a hairdresser, so like you could go to Smart Styles and Brockport Salon. You can message me on any of my social medias, book with me if you want to.
Book her.
Yeah, and I have a salon chair in there, and I have like the Rubbermaid like container thing that you saw in there that has all my like stuff that I use for like hair cutting and stuff, and like roller sets, perm rods, like all of that good stuff in there. So like if you guys need your hair done on the side, or if you want to book me at my salon, please feel free to do that.
She's licensed.
Yes,
so she ain't shitting you. She's licensed. She went to school for the shit.
Yes, I did.
I trust in her, and you should too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, let's kick this off.
All right, it's gonna get a little deep, but
okay.
All I gotta say is, how could a relationship be a-okay, doing good, y'all all in love, lovey-dovey, and y'all fucking, and then next thing you know, the girl gets pregnant and the guy's like, I'm not the dad. That's not my baby. Or they're like, you better go abort that shit. Like, what are you doing? With no conversation. No conversation, no backstory, no, well, at least are you okay? No mental health check. Just, you better abort that shit. Or else. Else what?
Okay, well, I'm going to play devil's advocate very early on.
It's early.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate and say that there needs to be a conversation between men and women about what they are looking for in the relationship, what they want, and if you're going to be hitting it raw, talk about what happens if I get pregnant. Exactly. So then you know to either put a condom on, because you know you're not going to abort a baby if that's the case. Like, some people, they don't care, they'll birth the baby. But if you want to keep a baby, if you do get pregnant, then you better wrap it up. You better be taking birth control, taking all the necessary precautions. Like, I can't stand a bitch. This literally irks me. This is my ick, okay?
Not the ick.
Yes. Like, I literally can't stand a bitch or a man who are like, oh, if I get pregnant, I'm gonna abort the baby, but you're hitting it raw every single night.
That's nasty as shit.
I fucking hate that.
That's
How are
some
you
cum
see? Those
dumpster
are the
vibes
people.
right there.
Those are the people that make me like teeter-totter when it comes to like abortion, because I know so many people who literally use abortion as a contraceptive and just to be all willingly, like they're at the abortion clinic every fucking week.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
Abortion is okay in many cases, but when you're using it as a contraceptive and just using it like they're giving out crack at the fucking clinic, then that's where I draw the fucking line in the sand.
Not the crack at the clinic. But yeah, so it's not all the guy. Sometimes, like the girl, they should be more aware of like the circumstance. And if you're with a guy who really don't give a fuck about you other than the fuck, and then you get pregnant by that guy, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna just get an abortion. Or like you're like, oh, I'm gonna keep it so I can trap him. What the fuck? Like, why do you just try to trap people? If they don't want you, let them go.
Let's talk about trash can Thompson real quick, okay?
What?
Let's talk about trash can Thompson real quick, okay?
I'm gonna let you rock. Hold on.
Tristan?
Ugh.
Yes. We're gonna talk about him real quick because I was watching the newest, I think it was the newest season. Yes, it was the newest season of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. They just wrapped like last week. In the beginning, Kylie, once she got big and famous, she don't really be around the cameras like that. But she literally said on camera, was like, I think Tristan was trying to trap Khloe because he's the one that really wanted her to have a baby with the surrogate because Khloe didn't want to carry or couldn't carry because I think like her first child, it was like a hard labor and all that stuff. So he literally trapped her knowing damn well he got somebody else fucking pregnant.
See, it's not just women who be trapping either. People, I just fucking hate people. That's the whole point of this podcast. This is the whole point of this season, this episode. I mean, fuck people because
literally
you can't trust no women. You can't trust no men. Like, one thing me and my mom were talking about though was some women. They'll be like, all right, I'll get an abortion if you give me the money. And then they'll be like, oh, it's like $1,000 for an abortion. The man would be like,
and pocket it.
Facts. Pocket it, leave the state, and go have that baby.
Literally.
And then come back and be like, bitch, where's my child support?
Oh my God, I can't. It's
like,
funny, but it's not.
That shit. I'm like, nah. I kept it. Now I'm gonna send your ass some child support. Oh, I'm not send you, but I'm gonna come after you.
Yes.
But it's like that's so messed up. That's so messed up. Like I don't think I would ever come after somebody for child support. Like if I get pregnant, I'm keeping the baby. No man is gonna threaten me into getting an abortion. I don't believe in that shit for myself. You want to get an abortion if you're a female and you want to get an abortion, that's your problem, that's your business. I'm not going to be the person to tell you not to get an abortion. I'm not going to be the person to tell you to get an abortion. But for myself, if I get pregnant, I'm keeping it. I don't care.
I agree. I agree.
So I'm very protective when it comes to like sexual intercourse. Like if I get pregnant, I'm keeping it. And whomever the father may be, they can choose whether or not to be in the child's life. If they don't want to be in the child's life, then fine. I'm gonna let you rock. And I'm not gonna come after you for child support either. Like, if I get pregnant, I'm keeping the child. It was my decision to keep the child, so it's gonna be my decision to take care of said child with or without a man, because they're fucking unreliable. Men are so unreliable, and that's why there's so many households, just women raising their child. But don't get me wrong, there are a lot of cases as well where it's a man taking care of their child and the woman wants to go be a hoe and a skank and she wants to go chase after some dick and leave their child behind.
See, and this is the thing. I don't like, y'all have to just learn your partner, the person you're having sex with. Like, you need to have conversations. And I don't know why, as like a society, that we just don't have open conversations like that, or we're not comfortable saying what we actually want verbatim. Like, that to me is like, you're a grown adult, you should be able to have those tough conversations, so then you can move accordingly. I bet like half the people I feel like on my timeline on Facebook literally just got knocked up, and like they don't really
or just
know their
pushed
partner.
it out.
Yes, they don't know their partner. They don't like their baby dad. Like, if your baby dad doesn't care about himself, what makes you think he's gonna care about you and a kid?
For real.
Like, you literally pick up a bum off the ground and expect him to raise a child? Make it make sense.
It don't make no damn sense.
Yeah.
Like, I understand some people, like with some guys, it's more of like they want to have their shit together before they can really commit and before they want to have children and all that stuff. Like, they want to have their shit together so that they're not like bringing another person into their uncertainty, so to speak, because they don't know what's going on in their lives. So they're like, why would I want to drag another person along with me? But it's also like, you never know what life will give you. Sometimes you have to take chances. You have to take risks. You can't just put off what could be something good because you're not sure how your future is going to turn out. Nobody knows how their future is going to turn out, you know? And women, we have a biological clock and it is ticking. Each day, every year we age, our fucking clock is ticking. So it's like, all I know is when I turn like 27, 28, if I ain't got kids, I'm getting inseminated. I don't give a fuck. I'm having a baby with or without a man because they are unreliable. And I am very much aware of that. And if I feel like, I honestly feel like guys are so unreliable and guys are just not really that great at wanting to be a father, let alone actually being a father, to whereas I already feel like I'm going to raise my child alone. Like, that is my mental expectation. I'm going to do it alone. Like, I just see it, my future being that way. I've never seen myself actually having a complete family, me with another guy and a baby.
But it's also because, look at your circumstance. You never had a complete family. So where you come from is what you think your life is going to pretty much turn out to be. And I, like, as much as I sound sometimes like ungrateful for like the things that I have, or like, you know, what Brittany does for me or whatever the case may be, but like, I come from like so poor and I am doing pretty great, that I feel like I'm doing a little bit better than certain people in my family, but like, I'm definitely not at rock bottom anymore. Like, I've been at rock bottom.
So bitch, you telling me?
Yeah.
I've experienced some shit, but you know, it's hard being that person that has it a little bit more together than your entire family, because then they come to you for everything. Like, everything. Like, you're the stable one in the family, so you have to be the one. I think we talked about this last time. You got to be the one to fix the family. You got to be the one to be like, okay.
And it's not all on your shoulders, because they had numerous opportunities to make their life better, and it's not on you when you're still like, yes, you're an adult, but you're also still like
learning.
You're learning. And like, and like, that's why, like, I always say, like, people always say, oh, blood is thicker than water, and no, the fuck it isn't, because I have people who aren't even blood that has treated me more like family and has done more things for me. Not that it matters, but like, in this case, yes, it does, because my own friends or people who aren't blood to me literally will do like move mountains for me when my own family has never done that for me.
Mhm. Every household is different, you know, and it's just sad. like you said, like I didn't grow up in a household with my mom and my dad. I think I mentioned in the last podcast, I've only seen them in the room less than a handful of times in the same room. So it's like I couldn't even picture a life with my parents together. And it's not only because, you know, a lot of shit happened and it's like, but it's also because if my parents didn't split, I wouldn't have all these siblings that I have, you know? I would have probably different siblings and you never know how that would have turned out, you know? So like I am grateful for the life I was given. I don't think I would trade it to just have my mom and my dad together. I don't think I would trade it. I'm just grateful that they're here, that they're living, you know? So
Yeah, can't relate.
I know, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, be grateful that you have your parents. At least, like, you have them, you know? Like, I can't say the same for me. Like, I feel like I missed out on so much and I didn't learn a lot because of them.
Yeah.
And, like, me being raised by, like, someone who's more, like, elderly, like my grandmother, she died at 81. So that tells you, like, she got me when I was 9. Yeah. So, like, literally my parents and the person that raised me all died on me. So it's kind of like I didn't really have a lot of the learnings or like the upbringings that other people had, and I feel like I missed out on a lot, and I was basically forced to grow up faster than I was, and I wasn't able to really have like the sleepovers and hang out with friends like that. So now I'm in my grown ass age, and that's all I want to do because I'm still that little 9-year-old girl, but doing adult things, you know.
Yeah, like we'll have our little sleepovers, but we'll be sipping just a little bit.
I know.
But yeah, I understand that. Like I was never really able to have sleepovers or even have friends over ever. You know, I spent a lot of my time going to school, going to step team practice, coming home, literally doing my homework, feeding my brother, you know, bathing him, and then get myself together, and then just go to sleep, go to school. Like that was my routine. So
Yeah.
like it's not easy, people. And it's also not easy to be a single parent raising kids, especially multiple kids. When you just shouldn't have to do it alone. That's the thing. You just shouldn't have to do it alone. And it's like, just because the guy didn't carry the child for 9 months doesn't give them the right to walk away.
And I also want to say too, because I saw that Kanye owes Kim Kardashian $20,000 in child support, and like that's what he has to give. He has to give that monthly, and I just hate, like, for the love of God, I fucking hate that people or women who are just bitter baby mamas or whatever literally put their exes on child support even when they are still actively in the kid's life and doing for them. I don't agree with that.
What I don't understand is Kim has money.
Yeah, she has money.
Why are you trying to get child support? Especially if he is in their lives and does spend time with them. But why is it about money? Why is it about child support? Like you can easily afford to take care of your kids and then some. Like you could feed all the kids in Africa if you really wanted to, bitch. Like,
literally, and not to mention her family. She has her family.
Exactly. You know? So it's like, why go after Kanye? He's A, going through some shit, obviously. B, sorry if you hear my cat.
Oh, I heard that.
C, he's still there for his kids, even when he's really going through some shit. And then you're gonna put him down even more by giving him child support? Like that don't make no sense. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Like Kanye is a lot of things, but he's not a deadbeat. Like he's not. He does so much for his kids. He just was taking North to the mall the other day. He picked them up in a fire truck to go to school.
Not a fire truck.
Yeah. Riding in style.
Riding in my whip.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess the moral of the story, to sum it all up and bring it full circle, that I think there needs to stop being the double standard in society between men versus women, especially when it comes to carrying a child. And especially with the abortion laws and all that stuff, mainly men are making those decisions. They should not have like rule over our body whatsoever. And I'm tired of this backward ass country, because like women, like people don't want women in office because they say we're too irrational and too emotional. And yes, that might be true, but sometimes you need to put emotion into it, because look what you did, and you didn't have no emotion behind your decision.
Ran by a bunch of fucking psychopaths who with no emotion, no, like, I don't know if I should say this, but like Putin, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He'll blow some shit up if you push him too much. He'll have his finger on a motherfucking trigger. And
that's
it's
my
like,
spirit animal.
Huh?
He's my spirit animal.
That's your spirit animal. Well, like he'll get shit done. It may not be good shit, but he'll get it done. So, I mean, literally government is ran by a bunch of psychopaths, no emotion whatsoever, and that's not good either. Yes, too much emotion isn't good, but
not having any at all,
not good at all. So there needs to be a balance, which is why women also need to be in power just as much as men. So, and I guess what I have to say to kind of like wrap things up for me is like, women, you get pregnant, it is your choice. You do have to sit and have that conversation with the person, but also like take into consideration what they have to say, yes. But ultimately, it is your decision, because it is your body and what you decide to do. Because that does a lot of trauma and a lot of scar tissue. Like that's a surgery. Like that's a lot to do to your body. And just because you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll get an abortion this one time, how do you know you're going to get pregnant again? Like, I guess that's what
if you have too many abortions, like I know a girl that like had too many abortions, so the last time she got pregnant, she kept the kid because she wouldn't be able to get pregnant or whatever. Like after a while, it damages your body getting that many abortions. So unless you really don't want kids like ever, then I would suggest taking the necessary precautions to be on birth control. And to wrap it up, you can, like, yes, birth control can fail and a condom can fail, but at least you took the necessary precautions and you were trying to be safe.
Yes, I agree. And also men, just because you're a man and you don't have to carry the child for 9 months doesn't mean you're free to leave. Like it takes two to tango. It takes two people. It takes two to make one. And you need to decide together what you want to do with that little one.
Yes.
Hey, get it, little one? Aw.
Yeah.
See, I have puns for days.
Oh my God.
All right. But overall, that's all I gotta say.
Yes. Thank you for coming back to our channel. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and please tell your friends. If you make a post about us, tag us in it or something, say that, oh, I'm watching Calming the Chaos, and like tag us or whatever, so that we know that you're watching. We can thank you and we can repost you. But
also, put in the comments, like, if you have stories, you could message us in our bitchin' box. We still got that, y'all. Yes. You can message us in our bitchin' box. You can bitch to us all you want. tell us your story. If you do tell us your story and you do want us to speak on it, we can do it anonymously. So you don't have to worry about us outing you about anything.
Right. Like,
and
just imagine us as your sisters next door.
like, we just want to make sure you all right.
Yes.
We just want to be there for you because we love
And
you.
go to therapy, people. Yes.
Hold on. Come now.
But yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right. I'm Zaria.
And I'm Maika. And this is Calming the Chaos.
You know you can't control me, baby. You need a real one in your life. The bitches ain't gonna give it to you, right? I'd rather be your bitch.